I want to take some time in this lesson to focus specifically on isolating and using your eye muscles. Now, while I've talked about this in other lessons, I thought it would be helpful to bring it all together in one place. Directing your eyes with intention takes more mental energy than most of us are used to, but it's so important. Remember, your body follows your eyes, so looking where you're going before you start to step out and go toward that spot, wherever that is, difference in your safety and in your balance, and in the flow of energy that it takes to get you from one spot to another. Now, these exercises focus on very specific, isolated movements. Now, that can be more challenging than you think. Some participants will be impatient with that. And you just remind them to take a deep breath. Use this as a learning opportunity, an opportunity to slow down. After all, patience is a virtue. Others may get more mentally fatigued more quickly than they anticipate. They shouldn't be discouraged by that. Remind them that their brain is kind of like a computer. Power down, take a break, and then reboot. And when you come back, it'll be stronger than ever. I'll be exercising both extrinsic eye muscles, muscles that move your eyeballs, and intrinsic eye muscles, muscles that focus your eyes. Both of these groups can be exercised. Now, I'll be using the practice I learned from Mose Feldenkrais, Awareness Through Movement, to isolate the muscles and use only what is absolutely necessary. We're going to practice physically 25 times, then close our eyes and practice mentally the same thing 25 times. First, you're going to set your gaze. Eyes straight ahead, chin level, neck and shoulders elongated but loose. First, you want to set your gaze. This is where you want your gaze to naturally fall. Now, notice what you can see in your periphery by directing your eyeballs without turning your head and engaging your neck muscles. Notice that expansion you feel. You may feel bigger, wider, more present, like you're inhabiting all of the space around you. The first exercise works on your intrinsic eye muscles. So we're going to work on shifting your focus from near to far. And you can set that up with specific objects or just look around you and find two objects that you can shift your focus between, something near and something far. Now, set your gaze and shift your focus between the objects near and far 25 times. Shifting your focus near and far. Now, close your eyes and clearly imagine those two objects 25 times. Next, rolling your eyeballs works the extrinsic eye muscles. So the participants get to decide if they're going to look up and down or if they're going to look left and right. Now, once they've made a decision, just check in with them. Ask them to look up or down or left or right, and ask them the question, how does that feel? Do your eye muscles feel tight when you're doing that? Do you tend to try to use your neck muscles to make the movement bigger? And if so, pull that back and just focus on the eye muscles. Does the movement of your eyeballs feel sticky or does it feel smooth? Just pay attention to how it feels now so you can compare it after we practice. So, 25 times looking in the direction at the object that they see when they look up or down or left or right, imagining what the object was that they saw 25 times, what they saw when they looked up or when they looked to the side. Mentally practice after physically practicing. Now, mental practice impacts physical performance because it activates the same brain regions that are responsible for executing that physical movement to begin with. Now, just take a deep breath and look for your objects. And what do you notice? Does it feel easier? Can you move your eyes further than you did before? Maybe it feels smoother, less sticky. Now, this is a very subtle practice, but sometimes a small movement can have the greatest impact. And speaking of impact, if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please do so. The subscription button is right down there, and your engagement can have a huge impact on this channel.